Hi everyone, welcome back to David Let Go to Hobbies. I've just been watching Nigel Farage and talking about the opinion polls and how many points Reform UK is behind Labour and the Conservative. They are 3 points ahead of the Conservative and 1 point behind Labour. Now, that's amazing because I would vote reform every single day of the week. Why? Why is it that I don't vote Labour? Why is it I don't vote Conservative? Well, in the past I did. So what has the Conservative done for me? Well, let me say this. And let's rephrase that as well. What has Labour done for us? Or for me? Trying to think of something actually. No, nothing. Apart from waste our taxpayers' money, which both of them have done. But I feel that the difference is with Reform UK is that instead of just talking about it, Nigel Farage will get on and do it. Whereas this muppet puppet government we've got, don't get me started. They're just absolute morons. That is the best way to describe them. Just morons. I mean, where do I start? You know as well as I do, I'm sick to the back teeth of them. Why? Because Labour and the Conservative have got someone control them. They've got these civil servants have got their hands up their arses, controlling the brains of these twats. And you think to yourself, they can't think for themselves. They don't know what to do for the best, but they get these advisors, tell them what to do, how to do it. So let's just be honest with you. The government don't actually control the country. I'm sorry if that's a bit of an eye-opener to you, but it's the truth. It's the civil servants behind the government that make the policies, make the rules and regulations of what we are going to face in government. Yeah, you've got these governments arguing these parties arguing this and arguing that, and you think to yourself, it's just literally a clown show, a circus in government. And we have been deceived for years. Well, I don't know about you, but I think enough's enough. And that is why I joined the Reform Party. Reform UK. What made the difference is pure and simply the incompetence of this government. It first started, I thought, let's rephrase this, sorry. I thought the Labour Party would do something for everyone. Well, they have, haven't they? They've screwed the bleeding pensioners, they've fucked off the flipping farmers, and not only that, to rub salt in the bloody wound, what do? They give over £500 million to foreign countries' farmers to help them where they stuff our lot. So that's why I am pissed off with this government, and that is just the tip of the iceberg. Mismanagement, incompetence, lies, deceitfulness, and everything else. It is an absolute sham of a government. And this Rachel Reeves, so she wants to alter the policies of borrowing money so they can borrow more and redefine it. Well, it's somewhat lost for words, isn't it? So they can define the policies to borrow more money, to put us in more debt. So it's just one thing after another with this government. Total, utter madness. So we are trying, let's go through the airports for example. What have they done? They have approved the plans for the third runway of Heathrow Airport and the expansion of other airports, City Airport, I think it was Stansted, Gatwick, and maybe a few others. But when we're supposed to reduce our CO2 emissions, did you know how many tons of CO2 is produced from the aircraft at Heathrow Airport alone? Have a guess. Leave a comment, but I'll put you out in misery at the end of the video. And by increasing another runway to the airport, it will drastically increase the amount of tons of CO2, carbon dioxide, I think it's called, monoxide, oxide, one or two. And we're not talking tons, we're not talking hundreds, we're not talking thousands, we're not talking hundreds of thousands. We are talking millions of tons of CO2 produced at this one airport. And Sadiq Khan is trying to reduce these poisonous gases in the environment around London. So our government, in one hand, is a Labour government. Sadiq Khan is a Labour mayor. And now the infighting starts between Sadiq Khan and Labour. So it wouldn't be so bad if they were both on the same hymn sheet saying that, no, it's not a good idea, we'll see common sense, all it's going to do is put up the risk to people's life and health. But no, what do? Sod the environment, sod people's health, and what do? Let's have another airport runway. Mad puppet government. They are literally stupidity in the making. You could not make this up until you realise their absolute total incompetence. No wonder this country has lost all faith, all trust in this government. It doesn't take me to point this out to you. You can see it for yourselves. But I'm just highlighting just a few instances. Our roads around Mansfield, Nottinghamshire, England, there's more potholes than vehicles. There's hundreds of thousands of potholes in Nottinghamshire roads. There's more potholes than cars. But your government wants to waste the money on stupid plans to ruin the environment. Never mind these ideas of it'll be good for business, it'll be good for workers. We need to embrace new technologies. We need to take on board the new technologies how to help us, not rely on fossil fuels for our energy and aiding business. Whereas what we've got now is a stupid government that is deliberately screwing up the planet. Need I say more? Leave a comment below. Let me know what you think. But as I said at the end of the video, I'll tell you how many millions of tons Heathrow Airport produce. And bear with me. Sorry about that. Just had to remember. It was 18.8 million tons of CO2. And the UK airports produce 29.3 million tons of CO2 annually. Heathrow Airport produces 18.8, I believe it was, million tons of. Now, they don't pay tax on aviation fuel. Sounds a bit unfair to me, doesn't it, you? But all us motorists have to pay tax. So there's one rule for one and one rule for everyone else. So there you go. Now you know. But this extra runway is going to give more pollution to London. It's going to produce 4.4 million tons of CO2 additional to what there is already being produced at Heathrow Airport now. I can understand if it was into the thousands of tons of CO2. But when I saw these figures, I was absolutely shocked to think the amount of pollution we are producing. No wonder this planet's dying. No wonder the people have got problems with their health, breathing problems. I'm not surprised. Let me know what you think. Be interested to find out. Thanks everyone. Take care. And if you hear some strange noises, it's not me, it's my dogs. One's walking around thinking when I'm going to get some food. And they've already been fed. So I'm after some treats, like Daddy's biscuits. So anyway, see you soon. Take care. Leave a comment. And we'll see you next time.